Hello again all, it's JordanOfGaia and welcome to another vlog video of Let's Play RuneScape-ish, maybe, things. So today what we're going to do is going to start catching some butterflies, because daily butterflies are currently going on, which is only relevant to now. I don't know how long this event is going to last, but whatever it is, it's really cool, and I'm about to burp really, really loudly, so I'm going to move my microphone. Wind. Now. We have to, well, we don't have to, but we have the opportunity to catch 20 butterflies every day, each one providing just over 1,000 experience. And as we can see in the bottom left of my screen, it says I have caught 8 out of 20. So that's the first thing we're going to be doing today. And the second thing we're going to be doing today is we're going to be playing some seriously heavy metal. It's time to stop messing around, and it's time to put on some of the best songs I think are around. And this, my friends, is one of them, and hopefully the volume is going to be good. This is one of the best songs I've ever heard in my entire life. This is the Lichtenberg figure, and it's by Novelists. Absolutely adore it. And the other thing that you can do is point and laugh at me when I miss butterflies that are in front of my face, as I scour Lumbridge for them and confuse you all. Beyond the butterfly extravaganza farm thing, and farm is a very appropriate word, I'm going to be showing off herb runs, because it's time I showed you guys how to make some serious money in this game. Now, I see one over here. Farming is perhaps one of the most lucrative skills in the entire game. In fact, it probably is the most lucrative skill in the entire game, if you are willing to do it regularly. You can essentially do a farm run pretty close to every hour, if not more, like 45-50 minutes, depending on specifically the herbs you grow. No, we do not want to have a look in the memory now. I'll show off all of those later, quite possibly. Herb runs are perhaps the most important source of money in the game for a skiller, because they just provide so much, so much. Obviously you've got your fishing, you've got your, come on, capture the butterfly, come on man, I'm 82 hunter, this is ridiculous, thank you. You've got fishing, you've got mining, you've got runecrafting. Runecrafting is an exceptionally good money making skill. But farming, more than anything else, requires very little in-game time, and that is the important factor. If you don't have to play this game a lot, you will play it for longer, and the longer you play a game, the better you'll get at it. Now, what do I mean by that? Basically, in any MMO, the ultimate way of progressing well is to have a minimal amount of game time with a maximal amount of progress. I.e., your time is extremely efficient. You're spending your time wisely. You're not just sitting there doing nothing, getting nowhere. Your time is being used appropriately. And where am I? Oh, I'm in this old God Wars thing. We don't want to be here. That's old news. We need to find more butterflies, folks. And using your time, maximizing your time potential, you might say, is exceptionally important, because you don't lose motivation. Motivation is the #1 killer of anybody on these kinds of games, because they take such a long time to do. It takes a while to progress, and we're going to move to Canopus, because Canopus has a great amount of butterflies to catch. So we're going to do that. Yeah, motivation is like the ultimate problem. I myself know it. Like, I've quit this game before now. I've never I would never dream of giving up my account or not being a member. But I've taken long breaks off this game, and that was purely when I was younger. I was so obsessed with doing things quickly. Everything had to be done like, oh, I could get this in a week, or oh, I could get this in like a fortnight, or 10 days, or whatever. However long it was, I would always try to do things as quickly as possible. And that's not necessarily the way to do it. The way to do it is to spend as little time on each individual aspect as possible. That is the way to do it. You wanna progress, but you want to do it in such a way that it's enjoyable, it's motivating, you know, going on every day. And the things I do, like Hawk, like the circus once a week, like God statues, which I'll show off either today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, herb runs, little tasks, mining my sandstone every day, just little bits here and there. That's what gets you the progression. And oh, we see a penguin, so we're going to do that. And a penguin points are another thing you can do every week. I should do them. I should do them because they're obviously very, very good. But I'm lazy. But they are very, very good. Highly recommend doing them. I will probably bring out a guide for those next Wednesday, or a Wednesday when they reset. But yeah, motivation is so important. It's so important to do the daily things properly, because they're what going to give you the maximum amount of XP for the time that you take, and then it's not going to feel like you're dragging your feet along, you know, that feeling of, oh, this is taking forever, you know, and oh, it's so slow and it's dragging on and it becomes a chore. That's when you're in trouble. That's when it becomes a problem. As soon as a game starts becoming something that you feel like you have to do rather than what you want to do, you're going to fail. So the way to progress in RuneScape is to do the daily things every day, and it's to take advantage of all the little bonuses that you can get hold of. That's the way to play this game. So that's what I'm doing now. We're catching these butterflies that we can every day, and as you can tell, I'm getting huge amounts of experience. You know, we're getting like 1,200 experience per butterfly, and I get 20 of those. That's 20k experience for doing nothing. You have reached your daily limit of XP. Completing the Easter event will allow you to gain XP for 5 more butterflies per day. Alright, I should probably do the Easter event. I haven't done it yet. No, we'll do the Easter event at some point. I'll probably do that later today after this video. Now that we've done that, I can show off a herb run, and appropriately we're near a bank. We've also moved on to a new song, I believe, which needs to be changed. Yes, indeed. We are going to move on to some other really heavy stuff. We're not messing around today. We're going to have some coal chamber on, and it's going to be good. Now this is very different, but it's so good. While I take a drink. Necessary. Now, farm runs. Very, very important for money making, because farming requires no effort at all. But the first thing I have to do, I've just remembered this, so I might as well do it now and show this off, is I've got a wicked hood, and a wicked hood is a daily thing again. Always do dailies. It's a daily thing again. It gives 100 S for free inside the hood itself, so I don't have to carry the S, I just get them. So what we're going to do is we're going to deposit all these floors and all these ends. We're going to deposit that essence, we're going to withdraw these pouches. We're going to fill these pouches with even more essence, get more essence. And then what we are going to do is we're going to be very cheap, and we're going to use the hood here, we're going to activate it. We're going to click on, specifically for me, the Astral rune, and we're going to teleport to it. Now that's an automatic teleport, you normally can't do that, so it's obviously going to save me a lot of time. I'm then going to create some Astral runes, but even more importantly than that, I'm going to pray at the altar, and that's going to change my prayer book, Lunar Spells activated. So the spells that I've currently got on my keys here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, equals ZX, all that kind of nonsense. These are mostly lunar spells, apart from 3. The House Teleport, the Camelot Teleport, and the Falador Teleport. And I won't be using any of those in a farm run anyway. Lunar spells are specifically designed as this kind of like nature orientated spells. They're these nature orientated spells, so they're everything to do with like farming and crafting and things like that. They're really, really cool. So that's why we've got those. They're going to allow us to teleport to basically all the herb patches in the game, apart from one that I never bother with because it takes a really long time to get there. And farming itself, like, I think is not an AFK skill, but a skill that should require very little effort. And even though it's the best herb patch in the game because it never gets diseased, farm patches very rarely get diseased anyway. And I should do it, but again, I'm lazy, so I don't. But I'm going to show off the 4 of the 5 anyway. The very important 4 of the 5, because there's no conceivable reason why you shouldn't be doing this at least once a day, if not 5, 6, 7 times a day if you're a very keen player of this game. No reason at all. So we've collected 313 astral runes there, and if you wanted me to prove just how lucrative runecrafting is, that one visit to the altar with that bonus 100s that we got from the hood and the essence in our inventory is giving us 313 times 259 coins, and that's not a bad amount. So let's say, obviously 10 is 2.5k, so that means 100 is 25k, 300 75k, 75,000 gold for doing just that. You know, not a lot. That's like what, that's been 40 seconds and I've earned 75k. Nothing. Just and you can do that twice. So we're looking at basically about 100k for doing a minute's work. You know. Great money. Absolutely superb money. And music has finished. So we're gonna move to another song of Doom. Next time I'm gonna set up a playlist of this stuff. But I was pretty kind of umming and ahhing about what I actually wanted to play. I've got the next song ready anyway, so now let's move on. Farm runs. Let's actually go and do this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to home teleport to Lunar Isle, because Lunar Isle just happens to be really close to a bank and I have a really itchy ear and it really hurts. Ow. Ugh, they're both bad. Right. Oh, it's better. Have you ever had an itchy ear and it's just been like the most irritating thing ever? Oh god, it's so not good. And an itchy nose as well, when somebody says they've got an itchy nose and all of a sudden your nose is itchy and you're just like, why have you done this to me? So, clear our inven. And now what we're going to do is we're going to withdraw 4 or 5 kinds of runes. We need our Astrals because they activate nearly every... They're used in basically every lunar spell in the game. We need Laws because we're going to be using 2 teleports, specifically the Fishing Guild and the Cathemy teleport. We're going to need Air runes, and we are going to need Water runes. And that should give us all of them. Ah, we're missing one. Ah, we need Earth runes as well. Excuse me. What am I missing here? Ah, no. Huh. Right, we've got everything we need. Do I even need it? I need this spell, this spell. Those 3. No, I don't need Earth runes. Why have I taken Earth runes? Oh, Fertile Soil, that's what I needed. What's going on? But I thought I had... Oh. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? I have Fire and Earth in my staff automatically. So now, we need seeds, because we're planting herbs. And the seed that I'm going to be using, because I already have some in, are Snapdragon seeds. I've been growing a lot of Snapdragon recently, so I might as well grow a bit more. I'm only going to need maximum 4, hopefully less, but we'll soon find out. And the other last thing we need, very, very important, and something I'm going to show off in a later video, is Herblore Habitat. And Herblore Habitat allows you to create these Juju Farming Potions. Juju Farming Potions are exceptionally good. What they do is they allow you to pick up 2 herbs instead of 1 on any particular pickup. Which is outstanding, I might say, because that's like an extra 4,000 or 5,000 coins for free. They're very expensive to buy. I think they're 25,000 each. Yeah, they're nearly 26,000 in fact. So that's a lot of money right there. 82 times 26 is a lot of money just in the potions itself. So if you want to grow Ugoon herbs, Herblore Habitat, absolutely do that. As you can see, I've got 194 of them. Quality money right there. If I turned all of those into potions by hunting the correct vine from the Jujinkos that are there, they're little like dinosaur creatures that you take the tail off when you capture them for Hunter, and combined all those potions, that would be a lot of money for me. A lot. Like that's 4 per 100k. So you can sell 200s, what, 50 times 4. So that's 50 times 4, so 10. 4 per 100k. So 40 is a mil. So it's 5 mil. It's 5 mil. 5 mil in just farming potions, which is a lot. So they're really good. But we're gonna take one. I don't think I have any others. Farming. No, I have more. Now you can see here there's the perfect Juju farming potion, and that's used something very specific called Harmony Moss. I haven't unlocked it yet. I only created those simply because I had a few extra things going around, and I wanted the Herb Lore XP during double XP weekend, so I just created a few. But they do not give the herb boost, so under no circumstance should you create more than 10 of these. They last an hour rather than 5 minutes, which is what the normal Juju potion lasts per dose, 5 minutes. Just enough to do one run. But do not, under any circumstance, use up all your farming potions to create perfect ones if you just want to do herb runs, because they do not help you with herb lore at all. Picking herbs, they're not good for that. They're used for harmony moss only. I found that out the hard way. So now, we've got our seeds, we've got our farming potion. Now we need is, we have to have the appropriate teleports to get to each of the locations very, very quickly. Now we've got 2 on spell. We've got the Fishing Guild, and we've got the Catherby teleport. We've got those 2 on spell, so that's 2 of them. The other ones we've yet to get. So the third is done by Ectophile, and the Ectophile is a teleporting device there that allows me to teleport to this kind of ghost city. I forget what it's called, but it's right near the Herb Lore patch, so we need that. And the last one I'm wearing is from my Explorer's Room, and it will allow me to do something called the Cabbage Teleport, which is the Cabbage Patch Teleport below Falador, and that takes me right next to that herb patch. So that's all of the herb patches instantly teleportable to, which is excellent, excellent. And I've played the wrong song. Give me this song. Yes. Awesome. This is an amazing song, by the way. The band we've just been listening to, the last song we've just listened to is called Ephemeral by Intervals, and this one's Automaton by Intervals, and it's incredible. So we're going to enjoy that as well. So now we've got all 4 teleports we need in order to do it. Now, as I've said before, drinking a farming juice potion lasts 5 minutes. 1 dose is 5 minutes, and we're going to want to do all 4 in 5 minutes or less, which we're easily going to do. Normally we could add in the Herb Lore Habitat herbs in there as well, if we wanted to, but I don't have any of the teleport bags to get there at the moment, and I haven't got the mask yet for infinite teleports. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. I'm not too fussed. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the one that takes the longest to travel to first, and then drink the potion just before we pick our first herbs. So it basically maximises the amount of time we have to go to the other 3. And because we're using the Juju farming potion, we've got to remember that I could easily fill up my invent each time. So I may have to travel to the bank in between each herb plot, which means that it'll take extra time. You can't just think, oh, you only have to go to all 4 herb patches, that's going to take me no more than a minute. But you've got to factor into the fact that I might have to teleport to a different place to bank the herbs to then go back. So there's a lot more travelling involved than you think. So this is the first one we always go to, just simply because it takes the longest to get there. It's only like 10 seconds, as you can tell, we're already here. And there's no herb. Why is there no herb? Damn it! Oh well, we'll just plant. I must have forgotten to plant last time. Huh, that's odd. It should have been done. Oh well. Not a problem, it's not the end of the world. So we planted one, but I'll show off the rest of them. So now we're going to go to the Fishing Guild. So I've already... Patch. So I'm sure you're just showing off the locations, very easy to get to. And we've got a dead one. This is amazing. Great start, great start. Oh well, at least I'm not going to waste all my potion. Or at least I'm not going to have to rush to get my potion to allow me to do all the patches. I might as well show off the Herb Lore Habitat patches with how much time I'm actually going to have to do this actually now. So I can plant this little snapdragon here. And we can teleport to... Where should I go to next? I might as well go to the Cabbage Port actually. So we'll Cabbage Port. I am a thirsty man. Have I got another empty one? Oh, this is terrible. Why has it done this? Did I pick them last night? I don't remember picking them. What is happening? Horrendous news. That's 3. I wonder if it's lagged. Because I always replan. I think it's lagged. I think the game has lagged when I've done this. And it's cost me some serious money. Normally I end up with about 40 or 50 herbs per run. But this has gone well. Oh, so 2 dead and 2 empty. Right, amazing. So we get no herbs. A no herb run. That's the name of the video. But what it does mean is that I can just show off herbal habitat with no concern at all. So I've replanted all my herbs. So what we can do now, just to show off where we go in order to get to herbal habitat, is we need to go to Tabberley. There it is. Well, at least I think Tabberley is the only place that sells them. I'm not aware of anywhere else. It doesn't immediately spring to mind anywhere else. Thirsty. So we need to go to here. You can see this little leaf symbol in my minimap. We're just going south of the lodestone, so not complicated at all. And we're going to talk to Trade Betamax. I think it's you. Yes. And he sells Juju Teleport Spirit Bags. Now these do not stack, so you can see they don't stack. So we're gonna I don't want info. We're gonna buy 7 because 7 should do us for a while. And we're gonna use one. Teleport. Oh no! God damn it! I didn't have the seed. Oh well, it's 2,000 coins. I'm blown. I'm having a great day. If you couldn't tell, I've been having an amazing day today. Right, so we fucked up twice. So this is the fucked up herb run. Is that going to be the name of this video? No swearing in the title. It's going to be the herb run that went wrong. We're going to withdraw our seeds of Urzil. Yes, I'll have those. And now we're going to go to Herbal Habitat because we're awesome. God, we've seriously fucked up this. Right. This. Give me this. Give me. Yes. Good music. Woohoo! Great music, right. So here we can see the Jordinkos I was talking about. We have to capture these using Marastamore plants, and they're basically their box traps, and I'll show off them later on when it's quiet. But we actually have a herb to pick this time, so hopefully I can show off what the herb potion actually does. We'll see it in the chat. So what we're going to do is we're going to drink our Juju Farming Potion here. Sick. Now you can see we've got this boost for 5 minutes, Juju Farming Potion active. And we're going to pick some herbs. Now hopefully it's going to happen. There you go, we got 2 in one go. The potion allows you to recover a second herb. So again, extra herbs, extra money. Simple concept, very useful. And we got a lot there actually. A hell of a lot. And in fact we got 11 from one patch, which is not bad at all. So we've cleaned all those up. And what we're going to do is we're obviously going to refertilise the soil and replant the seed. But at least I've shown off where all the patches are, really, apart from one. Oh, not Snapdragon, you moron! Urzil seed. Yes. Now, the good thing about Herbal Habitat is you're thinking, but, well, I know I've got another patch to pick, and I've only got 3 inventory spaces left. So what can I do? Well, luckily, the developers were so kind as to offer us a bank deposit box. And this means that I can deposit all the herbs I have left. Or I've just gained. Yeah, this song's amazing. So now I have an empty invent again, and I've not had to go anywhere, which is just fabulous. Now I can climb up this vine to the second herb patch. Now I'm not aware of the agility level you need in order to do this. All I know is that I have it. I should probably find that out. I don't think there's a minimum agility level. It might be like really low, like a 10. I'm not sure. We cross here and we find our second vine herb patch, and these are the only 2 in the entire game. And we're going to pick this herb patch as well. Ding. Getting lots and lots of herbs. And we also get 11 from this patch. Awesome. So we're getting 22 from 2 herb patches. So if you imagine the 4 I had, you get close to 50 with the Snapdragon herbs. And Snapdragons are worth like 4k each. But I think the best ones to do at the moment are Cadantines, which are like 6k each, which is just lunacy. I mean, absolute lunacy. That is ridiculous money. I should also mention, actually, very, very quickly, because I've forgotten, is that farming is one of the skills that is provided a scroll from dungeoneering. And dungeoneering is a very special skill in that it doesn't take place in the normal RuneScape world. It takes place in a dungeon called Daemonheim. But specifically, one of the awards you can get from dungeoneering is the Scroll of Life, which allows you to regain your seed after planting on very rare occasion. Which means that you could have like a really expensive seed, for instance, a palm tree seed or a calquat seed or something that's quite expensive, and you can get that back for no cost at all. It's just random chance. It happens when a tree dies, or when you harvest a tree, or when you clear a tree, or when you harvest herbs. Or just automatically, it's just a small chance, but it's a bonus that is very, very good. And another one you get is for herb lore, and that allows you to like save herbs when you're creating potions twice over. So it can be an exceptional way of saving money, and something you should definitely be doing before you do any serious herb lore, is gaining the scroll that allows you to save herbs. In fact, I'll show that off in the bank now, because I've got enough herbs in order to really show off what that entails, how much money that can actually save you. So we'll home teleport. No, it won't. We'll category teleport because that's faster. So we're gonna go to the bank, and I'm gonna show off this scroll. I'm thinking like scroll of efficiency or something like that. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna withdraw. Well, I'm gonna deposit everything I have now, because I don't, into my farming section of the bank. And as you can see, I've got these 14 unfinished toadflax potions. So we'll withdraw these just to show off what this can do. So normally to start a potion, you get a vial of water, and you take a clean herb, not a grimy, a clean herb, and it takes a second to clean off grimy herbs. So for instance, I've got toadflax in these already, I've already done it, but you would add like a cadantine to a vial of water, but we've already done that. Now, the same process can happen with what's about to happen here. I'm hoping it'll happen first invent, but it probably won't, knowing videos look. Hopefully what's going to happen here is that I'm going to use these 14 bird's nests to create Sara brews with the 14 unfinished toadflax potions, but I'm still going to have a bird's nest left over. I'm hoping. I probably won't now, because it's not looking good. Come on. Oh yeah, I'm going to end up with one left. So as you can see, let's see if it said it on the little text here. Yeah, there it is. Your Wasteless Herb Lore ability. So that's the ability you get from dungeoneering. And that happens twice over. So that happens when you add herbs to the vials of water, and it happens when you add the secondary ingredient to the herbified water. So it can happen twice. And if you imagine, so for instance, this bird's nest here, this crushed bird's nest is worth 6,000 GP. Okay, so I've saved 6k because I've not used it. But in addition, I've gained an extra potion. So not only have I saved that 6k, I've gained another 8,000. So that's a 14,000 coin differential, because I've saved that, but I've also gained the potion. So that's a double whammy of sell. And you've also got the third, which is that I could have created the unfinished potion by not spending the herb, so I've saved that money as well. So you're looking at like 14, 15k for the three effects process. Most of that coming obviously from the secondary ingredient, because you get the free potion and you save the secondary ingredient, so the majority comes from that. So you can get an excessive amount of extras by doing that. I mean, that can happen up to 5-6 times an invent I've had, which is a lot of money. You know, it's 40-50,000 coins that you're saving from that ability on one invent. It's crazy. And you can get so much more out of your herb lord when you do that. So if you think about it, I've got at the moment, I've got 390 clean quartz, which are worth, I don't know, well, they're worth, let's call it 4,500 for efficiency's sake. And that 390 could easily, when I put them into watered vials, turn into 450, 440. So up to an extra 50 potions I'll create, and the unfinished version are actually worth more. So if I do all that, if I'm willing to put the time in to turn all of those herbs into unfinished potions and then sell them, I get a lot more money, which means I can spend more money on the herb that I actually want, which is Toadflax, to create Sara Brews, because Sara Brews are a really high experience potion, which is really, really good. So I then buy the Toadflax normal and turn those into unfinished potions and get more out of my money again. So I'm getting even more. And then obviously I've got the crushed bird's nests when I create the potions, saving, so I get even more. You know, and so you could turn 500 of one herb into, say, 700 potions. You know, that's a lot of experience, considering each potion is worth like 380 experience. You know, 200 potions. You know, that's 72,000 experience for free for one ability. That tells you how important that ability really, really is. So important. Cannot stress enough how important it is. So the last thing I want to do today is I want to show, just quickly, I'm not going to replant a new one, as I'm going to show the position of the Calquat tree. And the Calquat tree is the highest experience giving tree in the game farming. And it's extremely important because it can only be it grows fully every 23 hours. So just less than a day. Which means that you can, well, basically, you say you plant your tree at 6 o'clock one day. Obviously, you can then pick it up by 5 the next day, which means you're never going to have to time everything perfectly. It just gives you that chance to say you're a bit late, or you don't have the time, or you're busy until later on. You know, it's not going to cost you a day's worth of farming because it's just under the day, which I really quite like. So there it is. There's the Calquat tree. We've Karamja Lodestone and basically walked south and east, and we're going to check health of the Calquat tree, and we're going to gain a shed ton of experience, 12,000 in fact. You know, that's a lot of experience. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is basically dig up the tree, put it, you have a pot, you put seed in pots, you water pots with soil in, you then wait for it to grow into a sapling that you'll see on the menu. You plant said tree in tree space. We'll just clear this, and then you pay the farmer. Always pay the farmer with good trees. For this, it requires 8 poison ivy berries, which aren't expensive at all. For 12,000 XP, you know, it's just basically free. There's no reason not to. It's great. I can't fertilise the soil, but again, it doesn't matter about fertilising because you just pay the farmer anyway for tree patches. So that's herb runs that have gone terribly wrong. There's been metal in the background, which is great. But we're going to have something different on now while this plays. I'm thinking about what I want to put it on, just quickly, because I'm cool. Like, I might do I want to do one more thing in this video? Yeah, I think we might as well. Show me the money. I know what we'll put on. I know. A brand new song by one of my favourite bands of all time. The song's called Orchid and it's by Error. Amazing. So, we've done all of that. I currently have dailies to do as well. Like, produce Giant Ents for summoning, produce Mahogany Racks where I'm 74 out of 120 done, delve into Davenheim and Charles Training Cave. You can see that my active task was the circus, but I showed that off yesterday. I've already finished it for the week. And I can actually just show that off quickly as well. If I go on to mini games, so he's got something here called D&Ds, or diversions and distractions, and as we can see, all of these ticks are stuff that I'm available to do. So I have 6 hours and 42 minutes in order left to do both, which I am soon going to do. In fact, just after this video, because you've already seen me kill it twice, you don't need to see me kill it again. God statues are available for another 5 days. They're once a month. As we can see, I've built 3 of the 5 this month, so I need to go and do those. Penguin Hide and Seek, and if we scroll further down, there's Gothixian Cash available in 31 minutes. The Circus, you can see 3 days I've already done it, 2 of the Gothics have already done it. Champions Challenge, I don't have available, I don't think I'm able to do it yet. Oh, apparently I've killed all the champions I have access to. Awesome. Cool. And then I don't have access to any of these because I've none of the items needed for it yet. Although cookies, I should do. Oh, I don't have it in my inventory. I've got it in my back. So those are the D&Ds. What was I going to show off? Was I going to show off anything? I don't know. No, I don't think so. So that's it. We've shown off butterflies. We've shown off herb run. That's gone extremely poorly. So I do apologise for that. But it's not ended up too bad, you know. We've shown off vine herbs, and we've shown you the 4 patches, shown you the calquat tree, done some other things, shown you where to buy juju bags. You know, it's not been too bad for a long video where I haven't talked about anything but RuneScape. So it's a RuneScape focused video today. But we have listened to some amazing music. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna say is this is JordanOfGaia signing off. I hope you all have a fabulous Easter, as it is Saturday and Easter Sunday tomorrow, so hope you all really enjoy yourselves. I hope you have a really big smile on your face for the coming days. Enjoy your bank holiday, and I will see you all very soon. See you later, guys.